Hi, and welcome to the CJ Cosby Show.
Hi, and welcome to the CJ Show. I'm here to read you a bit about dinosaurs. Like dinosaurs because they're actually pretty interesting. Because they lived long ago, they were one of the first things to live on Earth. About Tyrannosaurus rex, a pterodon. I read about Triceratops, Spinosaurus, and Velociraptor. That's all five I'm going to read you about. The first one I'm going to read you about is Tyrannosaurus rex. Tyrannosaurus rex was one of the largest of all meat-eating predatory dinosaurs. The Gigantosaurus was bigger. It was a strongly built theropod that stood on two powerful legs, holding its back level with the ground, its tail outstretched for balance. Its forward-facing eyes probably gave it good vision to help it hunt for prey. Tyrannosaurus rex lived in an open woodland. It was a habitat in which there were clearings and stands of conifers, cycads, oak, maple, and beech trees, while on the ground were ferns and flowering plants. Grazing on the lush vegetation were plant eaters, which Tyrannosaurus rex stalked. If at first he couldn't see them, perhaps caught their scent. It seems that this dinosaur had a keen sense of smell. With a victim in sight, Tyrannosaurus rex charged down at speeds over 20 miles per hour, each of its giant strides covering 12 to 15 feet of ground at a time. Next one is Spinosaurus. Spinosaurus was a giant meat eater. It seems to have a diet of fish, which it caught with its long jaws. On its back was a row of bony spines, each up to 6 feet 6 inches long. They supported a skin sail which may have been brightly colored. The sail might have been used for display purposes, acting as calling sign to a mate during courtship. It might also have frightened animals away, especially if Spinosaurus could change into a warning color by blushing it with red blood. Another idea is that the next one I'm going to read you about is Velociraptor. Yes, Velociraptor. Velociraptor was a fierce predator armed with sharp, serrated teeth and a large sickle-shaped claw in the second toe of each foot. When Velociraptor walked around, it held its savage claws off the ground to prevent them from wearing down. In an attack on prey animal, the claws were brought forward and were used to slash at the soft parts of the victim, no doubt inflicting deep cuts. A Velociraptor fossil has been found locked in battle with a Protoceratops, a medium-sized plant eater. Evidence for one animal hunted by this carnivore Velociraptor was probably a pack animal preying on old weak creatures. The next one I'm going to read you about is Pteranodon. Pteranodon had one of the greatest wingspans of any pterosaur, but its body was short and almost tailless. In fact, its overall proportions were similar to those of the albatross today. Yet, even though the pteranodon was more than twice the size of any living bird, it weighed less than 40 pounds. Pteranodon showed two late Cretaceous trends in the group: no teeth at all and a very large head crest. It probably lived near sea cliffs and launched itself into flight to soar on the ocean winds and scoop up fish or squid in its long beak. The next and final one I'm going to read you about is Triceratops. Triceratops had a bulky body, a short tail, and stout legs with hoofed feet. It weighed around 10 tons. Its most distinctive features were its bony neck, frill, and its 3 sharp horns that grew on the front of its skull. The jaws of Triceratops and a large bony beak. There were no teeth in its beak, but many small chewing teeth were packed into the sides of its strong jaws. Thank you for watching the CJ Cosby Show. See you next week. Bye.
Tune in next week for the next edition of the CJ Cosby Show.